I think it's extremely important. What you learn is, again, I use this term all the time, but I believe in it, is you build trust. You build trust in the coaches, you build trust in your teammates, and then you build confidence. And I think the more you prepare, and the better you prepare, the more confidence that you can play with on game day. And a big part of that is practice and how you practice. So, when you're out there, we're trying to simulate the game the best we can. We're trying to recognize the things that we feel like each guy can do based on a game plan, and then as coaches, we try to put them in the situation to be successful. And then, but the guys who are on the field, who are showing that they can do their job and are practicing, are the ones that we're going to call that personnel grouping, or call that defense, or call that play, because that's what we see. So it's like an audition to see what it's going to be like on Saturday. So practice is very, very important, and everybody has to be on their stuff. Coaches have to be organized. The meetings have to be on point. The scout teams have to be on point. I mean, everybody has to do their part in a practice to make sure it's run correctly and efficiently. And as the season goes on, we have to be more and more efficient with our time. So it's really important. But Jules has seen what it's supposed to look like and has continued with that. With the preparation, the meetings, with the walkthroughs, on the field, taking command, taking coaching, making corrections. All that stuff is important during a great opportunity for them to get on the field. And Zion flashed, and Leroy's had some good snaps. So you just never know how it's all going to shake, but what a great chance for them to get on the field and get quality reps. And we continue to build depth at those positions that we know we're going to need late in the season. So again, you just never know when your opportunity is going to come, and here we go. These guys are going to be in there, and good to see them now. I think sometimes when you're on the scout team and you feel like sometimes you're buried in the depth, when you have this opportunity, you almost find yourself with a new life. Think about like last year when Luke Montgomery really stepped up late in the season. He changed his whole demeanor. So good to see them kind of bouncing around with a hop in their step. But when we put them in the game, we expect them to do their job. That's part of the deal in terms of getting the unit where it needs to be. Big Ten right now has some great quarterbacks, and he's exactly one of them. Like you said, he's one of the top guys in the conference, and not only does he make great decisions, he gets the ball out quick, he's accurate, he knows exactly how they're trying to attack a defense in terms of the plan that Brett and his coaching staff puts together, RPOs, quick game, play action pass, and he also can hurt you with his feet. He's got good quickness. But like you said, there's experienced guys who have seen it before. There's a lot they can recall. He's won some big games before, and he's a really good quarterback. So another really good challenge for us. We've gone against good quarterbacks already this year, but he presents some different challenges. And so we need to finish off the week in our preparation. We certainly haven't made any decisions. We're going to go week to week. We'll see if maybe he decides to play this, or if we decide that we're going to play this week based on depth chart, and then we'll see where we're at maybe next week. Maybe he'll play next week. But what we don't want to do is waste a year of redshirt just on special teams and a few reps here and there on defense. But he's ready to go, when needed. But we also want to do what's right by him. So, if we find ourselves in a situation where he's going to get closer to 15 to 20 reps in a game, you're going to play a lot more special teams, and now you're looking at about 30, 40 reps, and then he's going to play. So, I think he also, and we're also, still trying to figure out if we think that they're going to pass the rule of 5 for 5, because if that's the case, then he's wasting some opportunities. And if they feel like there's a good chance that this is going to pass, I wish they would just kind of give us a heads up so guys like CJ could play. Third downs are huge, as you know, and we have to be on our stuff on third downs. Wednesday's a huge third down day for us. The more we play, the more we're learning about it, but we want to be on schedule so that we're not on in third and long situations, and then converting on those. But I think for us, the ability to spread the field with multiple weapons gives us an advantage. But we'll know as we continue to get more and more opportunities. But our conversion rate has been solid, but we always want to be better.
20 carries in a game. Yeah. What's the next step there?
Yeah, well, I think you probably know. Yeah, I think when you go from being a role player or a backup to being the guy. It's just the workload and the number of carries and the expectation, and then what comes with that for an entire season. So I know, we're all excited about Bo. I think, his teammates see it, we see it, but he is still a freshman. So it's our job to make sure that we're bringing him along the right way, and that we're recognizing his ability to sustain a certain level of play for an entire year. But the talent's there, the work ethic's there, the way he practices is indicative of how he's playing the game. So, and I still think there's a huge ceiling here, and the more he plays, the better he's going to get.
All right, Coach, thank you.
I think we complement each other well. We can do a lot of the same stuff. It ain't really too much, and I can do that. Sonny can't, so I think we complement each other well.
Hey, Arvell, what advice does Ryan Day give you on handling celebrity, especially in an NIL era? Because Jeremiah talked about not being able to go to the grocery store. How does the staff here tell you to handle being a celebrity in Congress?
I don't really have to go through that for real. I can still go to the grocery store.
You ever wear your jersey so people will recognize you?
No.
I'm messing with you. Hey, Arvell, when do you know during the week what your role is going to be that week? When does it become apparent to you what Coach Patricia and Coach Laurinaitis have in store for you?
I know by Monday they'll send out everything like for the early downs. Now I know by Monday. Yeah, we got practice Tuesday.
So far, if you like the way they've used you, I mean, has it been fun? How would you describe it?
Yeah, I like it. It's been fun. I've been in a lot of different places, outside linebacker, inside. It's been fun.
Where things were against Texas.
Yeah, yes sir.
Did you think you were going to have the breakout that you've had so far?
Yep, yes sir.
Why?
I mean, I just know what I can do. Great job. Like, he put me in a lot of different spots, put me in a lot of different roles, and just showing how versatile I am.
Arvell, is there something? So I don't really. It's not really a big issue for me. And then biggest star on the defense.
Yeah.
That's surprising. I mean, I'd say Arvell's up there. Caleb. I mean, everybody here is like amazing at what they do.
So does it just say something, I guess, about the defense that your biggest celebrity can still go to the grocery store? Or does it say something about the nature of defense that you guys are
that's
sort of
probably just the nature of
anonymous?
football. That's kind of, I mean, especially like when you wear helmets all the time, it's kind of like different than like basketball. Or like the basketball team's got like 5 guys versus we got really 30 starters. So it's kind of different.
What are the biggest ways you feel like Larry Johnson has helped you become a better football player?
I mean, just kind of like fine-tune everything. I feel like I came here a little bit more raw, and I feel like he's helped me like get my pads down, working on like my hand, like focus on like when I'm like swiping my hands, and like a lot of small details like that, like techniques.
What stands out about facing Bill Daniels and Austin Terrell?
Yeah, I mean they're both studs, super athletic for how big they are, and so yeah, I mean that same like iron sharpens iron kind of thing. Like when you play against some of the best tackles in the country every day at practice, then kind of makes the games a little bit better.
Yeah, I feel like when I started to when everything started to click was definitely like this spring ball. I feel like that's when I started to get in my groove. I knew what I was doing. I feel like that was definitely where I started to be like, okay, yeah, now I get this.
You used to wrestle in high school, right?
Yeah.
How do you take that mentality into being on the offensive line for Ohio State?
Yeah, I just say in my one-on-one battles in wrestling, that's all you do every match. You're one-on-one. It's you versus you. So going out there with the you versus you mentality, knowing that everything's on the line. So.
Is it pretty similar?
Kinda, but you have a whole team now. There's 5. You're 5 playing as one now.
I don't know if you heard what Ryan said.
Yeah, I mean, we have a different game plan for whatever that offense is doing. That week we had a specific game plan for, what they were doing and with their specific tight ends that they had put in the game. So Coach Patricia does a really good job of putting us in good spots and letting us play free and fast. And that's I felt like that's what we did on Saturday.
Being a former wrestler, thoughts on that?
Yeah, I definitely think wrestling is like almost like my foundation for football. Just not even the physical stuff, but the mentality of it. It's just so hard, and I've learned so many lessons from wrestling. And there's a quote that Dan Gable says is like, once you've wrestled in life, everything else is easy. And to a degree, it's kind of true. So it's I feel like it's definitely helped me, with my mentality. And then physically, it obviously helps with linebackers. So yeah.
James Laurinaitis likes that, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, he's not only a threat, with his arm, but he's pretty fast, and we're doing a good job of game planning for him, and he does a really good job of operating that offense. He's a veteran at it, and he's good with his reads and stuff like that. So we're doing the best we can to put us in the best situations for the game. So that's just what we're doing every day.
The fact that he's engineered like some comeback plays, is that gonna? I mean, he's not really gonna be scared. Probably he's probably relishing the moment. Does that make your approach any different? Or you just kind of approach all these games the same way?
We approach every game the same way. Like obviously, game plan is different each week, but our coaches harp on a lot of it. It's about us. It's not really too much about what they're doing. Obviously, the game plan is, but we need to be the hardest playing team in the country every single play and every single practice. And I felt like this week our goal is to have the most physical, best practice we've had all year, and always the next practice the most important practice. So I felt like we've done a really good job of that, and we're just trying to stack and make tomorrow the best practice of the year. Well, our coaches always said the issues are there, and so every day we're just trying to fix that and get better, and we know what we need to get better at every single day. We got guys competing every single day and scrapping, and, we're having tough physical bloody Tuesdays and stacking it on Wednesday and then having a perfect Thursday, and so we're just trying to take it one day at a time. And our coaches say like whatever happened, not even national championship last year, but whatever happened last week doesn't matter. It's just literally the next practice. So tomorrow's going to be the most important practice of the year, and then Friday will be the most important, and so on.
How much more focus do you feel like defenses have been putting on you comparing to last season? How much more difficult is it to be fielder?
Yeah, I say it's pretty frustrating. Everybody that we play against just want to take me out the game. But, last week showed that we got another dominant receiver on the other side of the field. So, you can't just worry about me now. You got to worry about Cardinal Tate, you got to worry about Brendan Ennis, you got to worry about Max Clare, you got to worry about the tight end. So, it's whatever you want to do, take me out. Cardinal Tate go kill you, the run game go kill you, and the tight end go kill you. So.
I mean, going off that, what's your reaction when you're seeing that in real time and knowing Cardinal?
When that happened, I seen all of them run at me. I just started laughing in their face, and I just threw my hand up because I knew it was a touchdown. So I just feel like I said, like a lot of people put a lot of attention on me, but Cardinal Tate is dangerous for sure, and he showed the last weekend.